What up guys, Shamar here. Today, I know you guys saw the thumbnail and title. We are talking today about how to make a YouTube banner. Now granted, it's 2025. Everybody wants to create content. Everybody wants to be a content creator. And I figured why not make a series that will help you to start without having to pay somebody, or just learn it for yourself whenever you want to change your banner. Even if you're a content creator that's been in it for years and you want something different, you want something new that pops to your channel. Yeah, so without further ado, let's jump into the tutorial. Alright guys, so starting off, we are in Photoshop. This is the screen that you'll see when you open up Photoshop, if you are following on Photoshop. If you're doing Canva, you probably have to look at somewhere else. We're doing on Photoshop. So first thing you want to start off with is clicking the blue button on the left hand side saying new file. Now I already have a custom on here because I've done YouTube banners before, but when starting out, you're not going to see this. So you have to go over to the right hand side where it says preset details, and you want to put in 2560 for the width and 1440 for the height. This is in terms of resolution. Once you have that, you don't have to worry about anything else. You can press create and it'll open up a blank space for you to start. Now a quick tip for you to do is to grab the YouTube template online, so you can get that from Google or anywhere else. You want to click and drag that onto the blank canvas. This will kind of be like a template for you to have like a guide as to where text and images go. A lot of times people will just create with the blank canvas by itself, and when they're uploading on YouTube, text is like cut off because YouTube has a certain barrier, or things look out of place because you just didn't place it in the right area. So this will help you to avoid that. Now the best way I do this is once I put it down, I turn down the opacity 40%. That way I can still see where I'm placing everything in terms of a guide, but then also I don't have to be distracted by this big gray background in the back. Now today we're actually making a thumbnail for one of my friends from college. They want to start a YouTube channel in 2025. So she had different options where she wants to focus on like being girly, but then also doing like lifestyle content. So I would say another quick tip too when it comes to creating a YouTube banner is to focus on what you want to create, because your banner should match with your videos. So for example, you don't want a tech banner in the background, but then your content is lifestyle or fashion. So if you have a fashion channel, you want your banner to be fashion. Now I've already downloaded a few backgrounds, or for this tutorial we're going to do one because I'm not going to do all three. That's just going to take up too much time on this video. I found this one background that was still girly, but it still kind of made sense for fashion. So I'm just going to drag it on to fit towards the entire background. And then as you can see, if we turn down the opacity, it catches on the full banner. On top of that too, make sure to focus on the entire banner and not just the middle section. A lot of people make the banner just for the middle, but then when they post it, it looks fine on your desktop, which is why it says desktop minimum or desktop max. But then when you go on a TV, like say somebody wants to view your channel on a TV, they'll only see this and they'll see like a black space on top and the bottom. So make sure to create the entire banner, but then when you upload, it'll, crop for whatever you're viewing it on. So if it's a desktop, it'll crop for a desktop. If it's an iPad, it'll crop for an iPad, TV, etc. So now that we got the background, like I said before, you're gonna focus on the fonts. I use dafont.com, it's one of my favorites. If you don't like the fonts here, you can also go to 1001 fonts. I'll put the links down below for any fonts that you want to grab. I downloaded a few that we're going to try out for this tutorial. I'm not going to go too hard because obviously this is like a client that wants their banner done. So after you get that done, you want to, I like to first start off with the text because I feel like the text is the most important factor when it comes to creating a banner. I remember when creating a banner, just have fun with it. Make sure to play around with different things. You can even upload it to like a prop channel to see how it would look once it comes out. All right, for the sake of this tutorial, just to not make it too long, we have the font down. I decided to go with two different fonts for the name. So I got one side, this is an Ala Champ. And one thing, I'm not gonna gatekeep fonts either. I'll be seeing some nice fonts, but then it's like you gotta try to find it. This one is Ala Champ. It's one of my favorite fonts. And then this one is a script one called Basiliga 1. Found both of them on dafont.com. If you don't find it there, you can also find it on 1001 fonts. So now that we got the font down, we're gonna bring back the background to see how it look. Okay, it's not bad. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna double the font just because you want the font to stand out. So remember too, whenever you're doing the banner, just constantly turn the opacity down whenever you're adding something new, just to see how it would look on a desktop, TV, etc. Simple, not do too much, but then also, make sure you have the most important things, which is the name, what content it is, and where they can find you on social media. So we got the name down. We're gonna add pictures. And that, guys, was the end of the tutorial. Thank you guys so much for getting to the end. I hope you learned something new and you enjoyed. Just remember that making a YouTube banner is fun. It should not be a hard and stressful process. Remember, if you're especially a beginner, it's going to take time. It might take you a couple hours, but you always want your YouTube banner to stand out, mainly because most people will find you from a video, but when they check out your channel, your banner should tell you, the person, what your name is, what your niche or what they expect out of you, and you know where to find you on social media. So stick to those 3 things, have fun with it, be the most creative that you can be, and I promise your YouTube banner will stand out. But until the next video, make sure to like and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one.